Hey folks, welcome back. We are playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous today. So, a little summary for those of you who are just tuning in. This is based off the Pathfinder tabletop role-playing game, which is itself a deviation of D&D. This particular game started off, we are a wandering hunter. We happen to be near a city and we were attacked by demons. The city was going to a festival, so we were brought here for care. And unfortunately, the city was attacked by demons. We fell into a giant crevasse. We spent some time wandering around some underground caverns, killed some cultists, picked up some Mongols as allies, and we made our way back to the surface where we found out the city is under attack by demons. And now we're just going to wander around. We're going to gather some party members, and we're going to venture out into the city. Long story short, he's a noble, and he's like, hey, my house has been attacked by the bandits. Drive them out, and I'll pay you. We just negotiated a payment of basically $2,000 to do that. As a hunter, we do have an animal companion. And here is our character. So, we are specifically playing as a race called an Azamar, which means that at some point in the past we were touched, our family was touched by divinity. So we're kind of like, not part angel, but sort of part angel. It's a little complicated to explain. And yes, we have an animal companion. His name is Rax. And he is a wolf. And he is a good boy. So, we actually leveled up, so I can level Rax up a little bit. So we gave him power attack, so basically he'll attack more ferociously. We'll take a -1 to our chance to hit, but he'll actually, when he does hit, he'll hit harder.
Chief! Hey, Dreamboat, come over here! I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out!
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap. Woljif Jeffdo. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem. I'll lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff! If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
Why are you in chains?
Does it really matter? Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
He was caught thieving.
How can I?
That's easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy, Woljif, locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that? Will you do it? I knew I could count on you.
So I'm not going to read through every dialogue option in this game because this game has a ton of talking. Is the tiefling chained up in the Defender's Heart? What can you tell me? So long story short, we freed Woljif, we asked some questions. Basically, the situation in the city is not good. Demons are attacked. Probably half the population is dead. People are in hiding or trying to flee the city.
Well, Chief, what? Huh?
You're sure?
You're a... And now, shoot.
Commander, look what we got here. Are you two insane? What possessed you to steal the gem golem from the tower of Estrad? You didn't steal nothing. You saw looters dragging it down the street and captured it. That shiny fellow belongs to the treasury. The inlay alone is worth more than the castle, and I really doubt you two can cover that cost. If anything happens to it, we'll talk your salary. Long and skinny is that golem. It's not actually a person, it's a construct, like a statue that's been brought to life. It's made out of gold and gems and things like that, so it's really fucking valuable. So we're selling some stuff. And we're gonna see if we can get us some nicer materials. Okay. As a hunter, we're a little bit limited in some of the things we can wear. +4 against sneak attacks. Scale mail grants a +2 insight bonus to AC against the undead. So basically, if an undead attacks me, I'm harder to hurt. Which is nice, because there can be a lot of undead. Here's Lan. We picked him up. He's a mongrel that decided to join us. Oh, I can't actually use Yeah, might as well. Camellia, I'll level her up, but I really don't like her. I don't like her character, don't like her personality, don't like the stuff that gets revealed about her. She's basically Stella. Rapier, there we go. It's like, wait, where's her sword? And then Sela, she's okay. She's a little self-righteous for a paladin, but so paladins are soldiers that fight for the church, and she's a little self-righteous.
Together we stand.
So, okay, this is our little area that we're trying to survive in right now. Let's go defend the city. So, there's a couple things we need to do while we're out here in the city. We're trying to find some people, and we're trying to rescue some folks. Ah, got some spiders.
No glory without risk!
Oh wow, we landed a critical hit
Cover me, all
right
right?
off the bat.
Godspeed.
So we are playing on the easiest setting for now. I'm not really looking for a huge challenge. I'm more about the story. Although I might crank it up just a little bit. Hang on, what's the current? Extremely weaker. I'll just say much weaker. So Woljif, the guy from the cell, wants us to go here so we can talk to the Thieves Guild he's a member of. And like I said, I'm just going to speed through these conversations because I've heard them several times before and I'm not really interested in hearing them again. And I can summarize what's being said. So, long story short, Woljif was on a break-in mission with each one of these guys. One of them betrayed the group,
Let us press on.
tipped off the guards. Everyone was almost caught, but only Woljif was caught, and the loot that they were going for is gone. So now Woljif is like, hey, I didn't do it, but let's go examine the place that was we ransacked.
We march ahead.
Nothing
We
against our
extorted some
resolve.
money from him.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
So combat works pretty simply. You have 2 action points. Everything you do pretty much takes an action. And if you do something really complex, it can take up to 2. So like moving my guy across the field took 2 actions, so he can't attack this turn. Yeah, and she can't move within range either.
I will see this through.
So, like I said, city's been attacked, and we're trying to save as many people as we can. I know for a fact that I've got like 3 days
Godspeed.
to do all this.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Yeah. I've got 3 days to successfully save as many people as I can, and then there will be an attack that I'll have to participate in. It will not be easy. Because it's seriously like an hour-long fight. Ooh. He basically just one-shot one of our guys. One of the Crusaders. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Shit.
You won't survive me.
I accidentally skipped someone's turn.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
I'll cut you wide open.
Yeah!
Of course, he's using his rage.
The spirits demand your blood.
Good.
You are today's sacrifice.
So right now, the game is going to throw a bunch of very small, weak enemies at us, and the reason it does that is because it's meant to represent a siege. you'll have thousands of
We march ahead.
not very skilled people, and then you'll have a couple really heavy hitters that you've got to deal with. Man, I wish Sela could move further. She's my heavy hitter, but she moves so slow. Actually, let's adjust our formation a little bit. Rax should be up by me. Oljif should be by Camellia. Land, you can be there. So this is the map
Our path leads on.
of the area we're in. So we've got a lot to explore. I'm hoping we can kill that illusionist quickly, 'cause
Go for their
they can be a
hearts.
lot of trouble.
Endure this!
I was kind of hoping to kill her before she was able to do that, but oh well.
Distract them for me.
Make every strike count.
Arrow to the back of the head, it works every time. And actually, I should, for now at least, swap to my bow. Just because I think we're pretty set for melee fighters.
I will guide us.
We'll make this quick. She won't feel a thing.
I don't know. Can we really do this? Listen, we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do?
Group of knights surrounds a young elven girl. She is dressed in rags that barely cover the hideous scars on her body. The beggar girl is on her knees, watching placidly as the people argue heatedly around her. It's as if she doesn't care or sense the looming threat at all. A black crow flies agitated circles
In
over her head.
Iomede's name, we're sorry, girl, but it is our duty. We have to do this, not for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons. If we don't win this battle, you won't have long to live anyway.
They're insane. We've got to do something.
I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourselves to me. Just do what you've decided to do.
What's going on here?
Our weapons barely scratch the demons' hides. We're sacrificing this girl to Iomade so we can consecrate our weapons with her innocent blood and gain the power to destroy the spawn of the abyss.
That is not how any of that works.
It's extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend this city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her.
Lore Religion 12. That's ridiculous. The teachings of Iomade directly prohibit the killing of innocents. The goddess will curse you for your so-called sacrifice.
Exactly. What were you thinking? The goddess would never allow this.
Whose idea was this anyway? I think it was yours.
My idea? I was against the whole thing right from the start. Who said we needed to make a sacrifice? Wasn't it you? You can't blame anyone else for that.
Please don't fight. All of you are good people, defenders of the city. You just made a mistake. Please don't hurt them.
The little girl is defending the people who wanted to slaughter her a minute ago. She's either a saint or she's insane. Maybe the two together.
Hey, I know her. I see her all the time on the street. She's a couple of cards short of a full deck, if you know what I mean.
Hi. Remember when we used to play together when we were little? But then you went and got all big. And I stayed the same for some reason.
Huh? I played with you? Pull the other one.
You did. We played tag and hide and seek. Then you and the bigger boys came up with the game where you all threw stones at me. You laughed so hard, it made me happy too. But then you grew up and went away to do grown-up things. Want to play with me now?
For the love of... Canabras is too damn small.
Go to the Defender's Tavern where there's survivors, and don't even think about doing anything like this ever again.
Thank you.
They're gone. And they all lived. I was sure that someone would die today. So many people have died here already. But we are still alive for some reason. Strange, isn't it? But you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a silly girl, really.
I don't think you're an ordinary girl, and that crow you have there is not ordinary.
No, don't be silly. I'm very ordinary. Well, I know different types of tricks, but Soot taught me those. Now Soot here, she truly is unusual. She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Who are
Call
you?
me Ember. I live here, on the streets, for many years now. But there's nothing to say about me.
Magic tricks, you say? You could prove useful. Come with me.
I must have misheard. This girl? Join our party? What could we possibly want with this dirty little beggar?
Sure. Let's go.
Godspeed.
So she is actually a witch. Ember is, and witches are really fun in Pathfinder. They're basically sorcerers or magic users that the power is not natural to them. It's basically being loaned to them through a patron. I've actually played witches before, and they are a lot of fun. Yes, swarms. I hate these things. Okay, we need to do some adjusting to Woldriff's setup.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
So she's already got Slumber, she's already got Vulnerability Curse too. And of course, we're gonna have her call her Raven out.
Time to share your treasures!
downside to Ember is that
Let us press on.
because of some injuries that she's got, she basically takes a permanent -4 to her attacks. So she has a very, very low chance of connecting attacks, which is a real shame because she could be really useful. So this gives me +21. If I swap to hide armor, +20. Okay, so this one is still better for now. And I'm currently at that weird phase where I don't have a lot of people that can wear armor. Which is kind of annoying if I'm honest, but whatever. Hang on, someone's texting me. Okay.
We march
Okay, so
ahead.
that's the edge of the map there. Where am I? Okay, still equal. So right now
Our
we're basically
path leads
looting
on.
everything we can. Because you need a lot of money in this game.
I will guide us.
There's a couple missions we're going to pick up around here. And then we're going to branch off to other parts of the city.
Cover me, all right? Can't you just die already?
Seela, I wish you could move faster.
I stand ready. Godspeed.
So the whole point of this game is eventually you will form a crusade to fight. That's not what I wanted. Ah, man, that is really not what I wanted at all.
Surrender, or else!
This really sucks. So, with mage characters, you have a limited number of spells. And if you're not careful, you'll waste those spells, like I just did. So, I can only cast a limited number of spells per day.
Can't hide from
And
me.
unfortunately, because of the time limit of my 3 days, I can't waste time resting.
These magics should be used in other ways. Let us press on.
Yeah, she tripped because of the grease.
We march ahead.
Long story short, we saved them. seal it back up? Okay, good. Ghouls are climbing up now, which ghouls are kind of undead. They're slightly more intelligent than zombies, but only just. And unfortunately, they carry disease. Oh, nice. She actually hit.
Our path leads on.
Wish I hadn't wasted that spell. Wow, Woljip just taking names, apparently.
You won't survive me.
Come. I will guide us.
Gonna save, because this next part's kind of a tricky fight. Why are you all the way back there? Come in. Oh. Thought someone was knocking at my door. Brax, you should be up front. With me. The city has fallen at last. How glorious. I can stop pretending to be a shopkeeper and spend all my time with my true passion. Reanimating the dead. So. What I wish I could do is launch a fireball right in the middle there. That would just be baller. Unfortunately, I don't have fireball yet. But I can do that, so. Yeah, you fucking haste. So part of a witch's ability is they have what are called hexes, and in D&D, hexes are spells, or in Pathfinder I should say, hexes are spells that you can cast basically an unlimited number of times per day, but you can only cast them on each target once. So it's kind of one of those, it either works or it doesn't. And the reason I'm narrating all this stuff, Chris, just so you know, is that I'm planning on showing this video to another friend who doesn't know a lot about Pathfinder or D&D. So, hope you're doing well. I hope you're having an okay night so far.
Endure this!
Godspeed.
Become frightened. That's a really good one. Dark Horn. gets plus D3 negative. Wow, it's actually stronger than the Marching Terror, but the Marching Terror is nice because it's a constant effect. Whenever this glaive lands a hit for the first time, all targets within a 15-foot radius must make a will save. Something I should look into. Well, if I was a paladin for that. Hang on, I'm doing the character creation in my head. Because Shaylin, the goddess of art, her weapon is the glaive. So I could wield that. If I was one, I could wield that. And then constantly have that effect. The thing is, though, I really like having an animal companion, and Shaylin does not give animal companions.
Let us not hesitate.
But I could use a mythic feat to have an impossible domain, which would allow me to pick the animal domain, which at that point I would be past level 4, so I would be able to get an animal companion that way. It's just a much more roundabout way. Also, the shitty thing about paladins is they're limited to lawful alignment. Like, you have to be a good guy.
Too late for apologies.
But I could always play as a cleric. So I wouldn't have as much martial abilities.
Into the fray!
We'll see. I'm thinking about it for later.
Make every strike count.
Yeah, I was going to say I know there's at least one more enemy around here. Get him, Rax!
I will not falter. We march ahead.
And that's one thing that I really love about Pathfinder, by the way, is that it's so expansive and creative. Like, I'm playing a hunter right now, and I could go through these exact same missions as a different class, and things work completely different. I definitely need to get better with my bow. I'm definitely more of a melee hunter.
Guide my blade!
You've crossed the wrong
Together
mongrel.
we stand. Our path leads on. I will guide us.
I'm trying to remember if there's anything. Pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, this is the edge of the map here.
Godspeed.
So, long story short, these guys are kind of criminals, but also kind of the good guys, and they rescued a beer
Let us
cart
press on.
from a tavern and are trying to get it to the people that are surviving in the tavern. Their logic being that
I won't let you hurt my friends. I'll cut you wide open.
Distract them from me. Ha!
They will break against our resolve.
fucking evokers. I hate them so much. It's kind of just D&D's way of being like, hey, do you want to have to fight an enemy that has an attack that will automatically hit you no matter what you do? It'll guarantee that you take at least 5 points
You won't
of damage.
survive me.
It's just like, fuck you, not really. I like a fair fight, thank you very much. Yeah, I was gonna say I knew there's at least one more.
Our path leads on.
What are we doing inventory
I
wise?
stand
Okay, we
ready.
still got time.
That is quite a discovery.
Nope. Didn't want to leave the house.
I will guide us.
So eventually in the game, we start to encounter what are called mythic ranks. And basically the way that D&D works, and Pathfinder works, because again, Pathfinder is just a variant of
Godspeed.
D&D. The way it all works is that you level up, level 1 through 20. 20 is about the maximum that you can get. There are, depending on the version of D&D that you're playing, there are some... So hang on a second before I do anything. I need to check. Large person, mage armor, invisibility, heroism, fire belly, Hall of Fame, Fire. Great. We are going to equip that. We're going to use the scroll of see invisibility. Oh, except I don't
Our
have
time has
certain
come.
things I need for that, do I?
I will see this through.
Okay, who's got ranks and use magic item?
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Now, Ea.
It should work. Is it flawed?
No glory without risk!
Damn. I actually guess I don't really need to use my Fey Fire spells.
I'm here.
It's whooping ass. So I knew that was there. If I hadn't have used that spell, it would have attacked
Let
me
us press on.
and gotten a free action. So what is this? Where's the bow? Wicked Longbow. Whenever this +2 composite longbow confirms a critical hit on an enemy, the target must pass a will saving throw or suffer a curse. This cursed creature suffers a penalty to will -2, to fortitude -3, and a reflex saving throws. It can be removed with the remove curse spell. I'll equip it, but there's no way that's gonna connect. Actually, it might be better if I give it to Lan. Because Lan gets to make 2 attacks instead of me, where I only get 1. And he gets a +8 to roll each. So, yeah, I think it'll be better for him.
I will not falter. We march ahead.
And I'll just take the next one we find. I was hoping to clear this area by the time it's time for me to go to bed, but I
Our
don't
path leads
think
on.
that's going to be happening. Hear me, take heed, the hordes of the Abyss march on Canabras. The Wardstone is their target. They must not be allowed to capture it. Yeah, you're maybe a little late with that warning.
I will guide us. Godspeed.
So he's a servant, he's looking for help with his master, who his master's mansion has been attacked. We will
We
go
are
help
the light! They are the
when
darkness!
we're done here.
Time to share your treasures.
Do not hold back.
Oh, nice. She actually got him.
We march ahead.
We want that for later. This arrow that we just pulled out of the board, that is incredibly useful later on.
Our path leads on.
The The demon invasion transformed all of Canabras into one great battlefield, but nowhere has the city suffered more than in the square. This place saw the clash of titans, the demon lord Tiscari leading its hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Terendelev, the mightiest of the city's defenders, the first one to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout, however, could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment simply by looking at the ruins. Chimneys torn down by powerful wings in a sharp dive, to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it's no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It's Justin Moonsflow, which is my character, and he is not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place, like a gaze untethered from any observer. This mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Justin Moonsflow is vested with this power and looks at the world with its eyes. The past, the present, and the future stand before him as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. What does he see from the past? In the past existed the one who wielded the gaze in life, although the one and life are in opposite terms for aeons, the supernatural embodiments of cosmic balance. Rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how. This aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the world wound, the chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Tiscari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the demon lord cut the aeon down. What does he see in the present? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive, the dead will be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be. But the demons circling in the skies or prowling through the streets creates a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is the world of mortals. The demon's place is in the demon's world. How sublime the world would be if everything knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt amongst the brick and smashed cobblestone. No mortal would notice it, but in the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, it would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Your character picks up the crystal. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide the fate of what to do with it. What does he see in the future? Good and evil, chaos and order, everything in its lawful place in the multiverse. Everything is in its lawful place in the multiverse and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth, steady current of the river of souls from life into death and back to life again. The reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect, and the aeons withdraw to eternity, to admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. So basically, we've absorbed that Aeon, and now we can tap into its power a little bit later. So long story short, he's like, I don't like you. You're a priest of another cleric. You're a priest of another god. I don't like you. I'm going to have you killed. And you're like, no, you're not. So, long story short, that guy was a cleric of a priest. He tried to warn them, or he was a priest of a god. He tried to warn the guard that something was going to happen. They didn't listen. Now they blame him, thinking that he's a spy because he knew about the attack. And then we also just got the revelation that that guy, Prelate Holrune, is actually the person that tried to burn Ember alive for being a witch. And now he's like, wait, 3 of my flock are missing. If you can find them, I'd be forever grateful.
Let us press on.
Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and pause here for the night. We've made some good progress. We've cleared 2/3 of, or 3/4 of the map. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. I know I have. It's been fun to replay this game again. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm already like, I'm thinking more about the Shaylin character. Maybe I'll take a minute and actually see what I can do with that really fast. Save. Main menu.
Together.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I forgot that sometimes the game doesn't like it when you do stuff like that while you're on the menu. Just looking to see if there's anyone else I like. It's not bad, although I still think I kind of like the old man a little bit better. Okay, so Paladins, Smite Evil, Lay on Hands, Divine Guardian, Time, Divine Hunter, Divine Scion, Study Targets, but they don't get Smite Evil. So Smite Evil is kind of a Paladin's like core ability, and without that, it's very hard to be a Paladin. So Paladins are also extremely limited by their alignment. They have to be lawful good, which might not be a bad idea if I was going to go the Aeon path. Alternatively, I could go Cleric. Herald Caller, Summoner, but I don't get a permanent one. Kitsune. Like I said, I'm just mostly going through this really fast just to see if I could build a decent Shaylin follower. So if I pick Shaylin, no, I don't need that. Extra channels are always nice. Martial weapons training. Shaylin, also known as the Eternal Rose, the Eternal Maiden, and the Incorruptible. She is the goddess of art, beauty, love, and music. So we could pick the air domain. Charm, good. Luck, which is nice, or protection. And we get to pick 2. So I could be chaotic good, neutral good, or lawful good. I usually play lawful good if I'm honest, but I could go chaotic. And then yeah, part of the mythic feat is I can pick an impossible domain, which will then let me pick from any domain, which would let me pick animal, which would then give me an animal companion. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and call it here for a night. Like I said, I'm just mostly working through the character creation in my head. I like the hunter aesthetic that I've got going right now, but this could be an interesting character to play. I suppose I'm already this close. I might as well finish the... I do like the look of the older character.
A mere flesh wound. Their life ends here!
Together we stand.
Let us be off. Adventures await. We cannot be defeated.
I'm gonna get sucked into it if I keep going. So, okay. Good night. Thanks for watching.